Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. So this is a post-commentary run of an entire day's worth of doing this stupid level, and I finally got it. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 06, which is horrible. You will notice that I did figure some things out, like how to follow the ring layout.
Those enemies seem to be protecting the door for some reason.
So, yeah, it largely this is just the same deal. We've seen this a bunch of times, but we're gonna succeed this time. I still almost lose it. And we still barely make it. Which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I had all kinds of problems with these stupid air grind things. Like, you can get on them without homing attack, and if you homing attack, sometimes it jumps you right back off. Like, you get on and then you hit the button for homing attack, so it jumps you off. Also, I did watch some videos of somebody playing this. This is how I actually got the strategies to do it. And if you jump through these rings, it actually will shortcut you a little further in the level, change some animations.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, piece of cake my butt. Piece of butt cake! Anyway. So, yeah, this game's horrible. It's still horrible. I mean, I just want to make that clear. I'm not saying, like, hey, we got it, everything's good. It's not.
Let's try going.
It's not, and it never will be. Nothing will ever be okay, as far as this game is concerned. Now, if you take there are two rope routes up here, and if you take one of them, it will lead you to an extra guy, which is kind of nice. There are several extra guys I can't get, but this is one that I can. I don't know if I do successfully in this particular run, but... yeah, it's kind of all over the place with these. I couldn't ever get the camera to really match up. Although that's kind of cool. You're clearly supposed to follow the rings here as well, but I was a little more interested in trying to get that one up. And there it is. So we did get it. Yeah, it's really bad. Everything about this is kind of bad. And by kind of bad, I mean really bad. And I got really sick of doing this. I got to the point where I was doing it by rote. It wasn't like I really had to think about much of it. It's all pretty automatic except for the ring thing that I was having trouble following. I mean, this stuff does look cool, but it's garbage. Don't let the game looking cool fool you. This game is garbage. It's absolute trash. It's Muppets Adventure Chaos at the Carnival for the PS3, essentially. I am glad that people are saying that they do support the you know, the pain I put myself through to do games like this. Alright, so this is our problem area, and I do believe that we die here in our first attempt. So what you have to do here is, first we got to get rid of both the enemies. And then we actually are going to have to move ourselves over to line ourselves up with the rings. And then we do have to tap square. And if we get it like that, and we don't hold down the square button, it just knocks us off the thing. But if we hold down the square button, it will follow the ring and drop us safely where we need to go. And there is a save right after that, so that at least they were nice enough that way. Yeah, I did learn to attack that guy first, because he does roll into a ball, and then it really slows us down with kind of getting to him. Now this is like the least of our problems, though. Just the fact that we figured this out. That doesn't make everything okay. It's like what's past this level that's killing us. See, so there we go. It's actually not as bad as it looks. And I kind of learned what do I want to say here? The intricacies of the one-up grind in this level. That we could finish this level with like 8 guys. Pretty reasonably. The guy I was watching made it look like a really good game. Like he had like 30 lives at the point, like in the last level of Sonic Story. See, that was my problem with like these rails of air. But we're gonna get into the next level with 7 guys, and I think we're gonna come out with 0. I think that's actually true. Also, I hope you all realize that if there is an alternate ending for collecting all those stupid silver medals, that you're out of luck. There is no way I'm playing back through for that. Like, I can tell you that right now. I know I am a completionist, but nope. Nope. There is no caliber of gun you could put to my head to make me do that. That's the bottom line for that. So now one of the things I did realize is that part of our problem is that the scenery is a little confusing. That it, like what looks like we should be able to walk on it is not actually. It's like the underside of what we're trying to get on. So instead of going down for what looks like it makes sense, we have to go up. Now that's not going to solve our problems with when we get past there and we have control issues. Because you will have controller issues where like pushing right doesn't take you, and I have no idea what happened there. Where you pushing like when you're running along the side of like a tube, and you know it's pushing right to go up instead of pushing up. Pushing up makes you go kind of like at this weird angle, and like control is an almost impossibility. That's what ends up really sandbagging us in this game or this level. God forbid we're gonna have to do this with another character. I mean, I don't see the likelihood of having to do this with Silver, but I am worried about with Shadow, because I don't know what kind of character Shadow is. Alright, see, we've got to make it through there to get onto this platform. Now you can, if you hit that edge too hard, you will fly off. You will. And then we're good. This'll turn us on our side again, and this is the big problem. And our first run at this was great, but like, look, we just fly into nowhere, and then now we're running backwards, I think? I don't know. It's atrocious. And then what'll happen is, it's almost impossible to tell where you need to be in that tube. Like if you're supposed to be going more towards the bottom or more towards the side. Like if they want you to get back to running flat or not, and it just nightmare. Nightmare. Again, it's garbage. Like we can't kid anybody with this. This is garbage. I was cynical. I was very cynical when I was like, oh, one of the worst games ever made. Like a PS3 game, like made for, like a Sonic game. This is so atrocious. Like, I can't, I know, it's getting tiring. The way that I'm saying these things, where like every video, I'm just like, don't ever play this. This game is awful. Oh my god, but it is. This is awful. Now, ironically, I have, at this point, this is post-commentary, I have recorded some videos of the next level. It's not so horrible. It's bad, but it's not so bad. But yeah, Wave Ocean, these are bad. They are bad. And again, no clear, concise idea of what, you need the player to do. Because you could fly off there. Like, I was lucky there, but you very easily fly into nothing. Because half of this game is just you flying into nothing. Or half of this level, anyway. So, yep, there we go. There's that again. Turn us around and throw us into wherever. I actually did have one live commentary video of attempts at this, where I did talk about you probably not seeing it unless I got through it. And that one was convincing enough for me that I needed to do post-commentary. I needed to just record without commentary until I got this. Which is a first for this game. That we've had to grind for success. I think with steady controls and like sensical kind of stuff going on, that this could have been good. Like, I'm not saying that this kind of design is horrible. I'm just saying it's not, it doesn't have the things that would be necessary for making it, decent. Being able to control your own speed would go a long way, actually. Like, this could very easily be a chase level. Like, with a wave behind you, and you have to run. And that would establish you being able to, like, get ahead of the wave and slow down at parts that were complicated. Like, that actually would make this a better level. And I hate that dynamic in games, but if this is the kind of thing you want to do, we could have these waves crashing around behind us. So that, yeah, if you didn't move fast enough, they would kill you. That would make sense. So you actually do have to stay on the side here. And that's fine until you get to, like, this part here. Where, like, it's not quite clear how to get back on this area, but we did get there. And then that happened. And now we're on our last attempt. Also, level checkpoints. Like, level saving would have, every stage saving would have saved this game. It would be a lot less trouble if that were the case. But unfortunately, it's not even remotely the case. Like, we have world saving here, which would be, which also might be fine if this game wasn't a disaster. If this game wasn't a steal your lives for no reason train wreck, then that might be alright. And that's what this game is. It's a steal your life for no reason train wreck. Or at least no apparent reason. Clearly the game thinks that there are reasons. So some glitch allowed us to make that. And those stairs, that's literally the end. Never again. I was so happy when this happened. Like almost crying happy. Like, I was really worried this is gonna kill the LP. And I don't believe that the last level will. The last level seems very doable.
No problem.
And I know it's the last level because I kept watching the videos of this after this to make sure I wasn't gonna hit anything as crazy. So there we go, there's our act medal. So now we get cutscenes. And you're darn right I want to save. Like, I've never wanted anything so much in my life than to be able to save right there.
Huh? The engines are malfunctioning. And what's this? Stop all engines, now! Why is this happening? No! We're about to crash!
and die, by the way. They're about to crash and die. Which, once Elise dies, the game's over, right? We don't have to do this garbage anymore. Yeah, VerticalSandwich! Oh. So, rip Ragnarok. Oh, wait. No, I mean the egg carrier. Because this is definitely not a Final Fantasy game. This is Final Fantasy X3. That's what this is.
Elise!
Aww. Yeah! Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Wait. There's still a way to change this. If we return to an earlier point in time, we'll be able to save her. I understand. Chaos Control! Silver! I can handle this myself. Besides, you got somewhere to go, right? You! I'll make sure to change Elise's fate. And that, in turn, should change your future, too. Thank you, Silver. Yeah, just save her.
Now, am I the only person who doesn't think that any of this makes sense? Right? Like, that doesn't make any... None of it makes... I mean, it makes sense that changing this changes his future because he lives in that horrible burnt-out ruin thing or whatever. But, meh. I mean, it doesn't, like... I gotta tell Doc! Oh, wait. Sorry. Wrong future thing. Sorry. Like... So, head for Eggman's secret base. So now we have to go change the future so that, like, Elise doesn't crash and die. And again, it doesn't, I don't know that this makes sense, the whole chaos control thing, but we're going to pretend it does and play the game. So, when we come back, that thing we're doing, we don't have to do it anymore. Yay! Bye, everybody.